Hi everyone, it's Jessica, and this video is going to be my monthly plan with me for the month of February. And for this month and this planner, I decided to use the Crafts by Thaowie February monthly kit, and I will be making some slight adjustments. With this planner, I like to mark down my work schedule, so I have these extra labels that were left over from a Frank Hearts U one of the previous months, and I thought that these colors would go really well with the Crafts by Thaowie kit, so I'm going to use that to mark my work schedule for the month. And then I also pulled in this sheet from her weekly kit that has the same clip art, because I think I might wind up using some of this washi to cover up some of the days that aren't in the month. So to get started, I'm just going to go ahead and put down some of these big stickers first. So I'm going to put that Valentine's Day box right over the holiday, and I think I am going to put the full box with the Valentino shoes on the first. And then I'm going to use this last full box actually up in the sidebar, because with the sidebar I don't actually want to use this finance sticker. I didn't use it the last month that I used a Crafts by Thaowie kit either, and I really liked how that turned out, where instead I just used one of the decorative boxes and then I filled in some of the empty spaces with washi and just used these 3 blank ones. So I think I'm going to actually do the same thing again this month. So I think I cut that first piece too short, but this is just some washi strips from her coordinating weekly kit, and I totally forgot that these are going to be way too short, but that's fine. I am just going to fill in these spaces, and hopefully that will be enough that I can, yeah, so that'll be enough that I can layer that last box over it. And I'm just going to fill in these spaces on the side, because since these are formatted for the weekly view, those boxes are a little bit shorter or thinner, I guess, than the sidebar boxes here. So I am just going to use this last bit of washi and just cut off a little bit here. So there's the sidebar, not perfect, but it'll do. And then for these 3 days, since I covered up the 1st of March with this Valentino sticker, I'm just going to use some of this bottom washi for these 3 days. And this one isn't quite long enough, so I am going to wind up using the longer version. I don't like these super realistic looking bottom washi in the weekly view, so that's why I don't mind using it up here instead. And actually now I'm realizing I probably could have used this in the sidebar, but I kind of like that contrast of some of that black washi in between, so oh well. And to fill in some of the empty space at the very bottom, I am just going to use the strips that were already provided in the kit to just kind of fill in, and I think I'm just going to need 1 or 2 more strips. A little bit obsessive about making sure that everything lines up right. I am just going to layer the last strip underneath that box so I can make sure that it all lines up. Okay, so now that I have all the big pieces down, I'm just going to go in and fill in my work schedule. That's it for work that I know of. The other thing I like to mark in this planner are my bills. So let me flip back and reference what I did in the past few months. And I'm just using little label stickers that come with the kit, and to mark the bill itself, I am going to use some of these gold Sessa Vee little money icons. I do have a bill due on the 14th, but because I have that full box there and I don't want to cover anything up, I am just going to put it down as the 13th, which I pay my bills early anyway, so it's not a huge deal. So that is usually all I mark in this particular planner. I keep this more as my functional monthly view, so just bills and work. But the last thing I do want to mark is that my birthday actually falls on the end of February. So I am going to go ahead and mark that. I've got these birthday stickers. These are from one of the Mombi sticker books. It's actually the seasonal sticker pack. And one of these sheets in the back has this whole page full of birthday decorations, so I'm going to use that. And I also have this sheet. This is a sheet from Crafts by Thaowie. It just has a lot of these like really pretty birthday cakes, and I'm probably going to be working on my birthday, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure of this week's schedule yet, so I am going to just mark it where I would put the bills, basically. So have it more towards the top, and let's see. So the cake kind of goes into the previous week, but that's okay. I think that looks really pretty. So that is it for this view, actually, and I will go ahead and show you. I have the deluxe monthly planner that I use more for memory keeping purposes, so this is still kind of a work in progress. I haven't finished January yet, but I did want to show you February's monthly view because I thought it was so pretty. This is a kit from Caress Press. It is her, I guess it's her Letters to Juliet February monthly kit, but I thought this turned out so pretty. I absolutely love the colors and the clip art in it. So this was nothing super special. I just really wanted to lay down some stickers the other day, so I went ahead and did this off camera. But basically I put down stickers exactly where you would expect them to go. And I kind of did the same thing where I marked my birthday in the same way in this planner as well. So this one is one that I fill in throughout the day with just little moments or events throughout the month. I did actually think of one more thing I wanted to do for this month, and I saw someone else do this and I thought it was a really good idea. I don't remember who, but I have these Sessa Vee little date dots, and because this kit doesn't come with any date covers, I thought this looked really pretty as the little date covers in the monthly view. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill those in really quickly. So that is it. That is what both of my monthly views for the month of February look like, and hopefully you can see some of that foiling. And then next I'm going to move on to the February monthly page, or the monthly notes page. So for this month's notes page, I actually wanted to turn it kind of into an inspiration board. I just bought a house recently, and I was lucky enough to actually get it early in the process, and they haven't built it yet. They just started kind of framing it and working on the basement areas, but I got it early enough that I was able to select a bunch of the finishes myself. So it was really fun kind of customizing the house to my own personal taste, but I thought I would kind of do an inspiration board, and just I pulled a bunch of these images from Pinterest, since I have been kind of pinning a bunch of things just for inspiration to see like what would look good together, and I just printed them out on sticker paper. And I thought that it would be nice to do pretty much like an inspiration board. I'll jot down little notes about what I like about each picture, and I think I'm gonna rearrange it. I think that's how I will continue to arrange it, but yeah, I'm just gonna jot down all the different things that I liked about each photo next to it. So I did a little bit of, or I tried to do a little bit of lettering up there, just the home inspiration part. Definitely still needs work, but I guess it could have turned out worse. So I am just gonna lay these down now. As you can kind of tell on camera, these are all pictures of houses and stuff that I really liked, and you can probably tell that white plays a pretty big theme in the house. I wanted to keep it really, really neutral and just kind of stick with the whites and the blacks and the gray tones, and that way hopefully when I go to sell it too, because this isn't a house that I intend to stay in forever, but hopefully when I do sell it, it'll still kind of be in style, since you know, I wanted to keep the style looking really classic, but at the same time more modern, which is a little bit more my style. So I did wind up picking out, in case anyone's curious, I wound up picking out this really, really dark hardwood for all the common areas. So it'll look pretty similar to this picture actually. So I picked out kind of this dark hardwood with a marbly sort of countertop. It's not true marble, it's actually a quartz countertop, which I think is a little bit better than having marble, just because marble is, you know, more delicate and requires more maintenance. But I do also have white kitchen cabinets with some silver finishes, so it'll look actually quite similar to this picture here, and I do really like how that turned out. So I'm excited to see how that looks once it's all put together. So that is all I'm going to do on this side, and again, I'll just make little notes in here about what I liked for each picture and refer that back to. And then on this side, I wanted to use this double box that I got from Crest Press. It's from her Girl Boss Volume 4 kit, but I really like this photo, and it's kind of like more fashion inspired and stuff like that. So I wanted to put this on top of here and have it cover up the words. The only problem is, in order for it to fully be able to cover up these words, I have to use some of the white outline. So I am going to see how I can do this. I think I'm actually going to make myself little markings so that I know where I need to be putting stuff, because this box itself just barely covers everything. So that's why I have to use some of the white edges. That's kind of meant to be part of the sticker paper and not meant to be put down as a sticker. So I have to admit, it looks a little bit funny not having the white border on top as well, and I'm kind of tempted to cut off a piece from another, like this would actually fit kind of perfectly if I cut off a piece from this freebie just to have a little bit of a white border. So I might go ahead and do that. So that is it for my notes page. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I wish my lettering had turned out a little bit better, but you know, nothing you can do about that now. So I am gonna go ahead and fill this in, but just for a final look at how my monthly view looks, and then the corresponding notes page for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye!